Hello guys and welcome to another one. I think I was talking really low in my previous video, so I'm gonna project my voice just a bit more in this one. Early morning, pre-drink. I'm going to get straight into it. This one is going to be about monsters and how they do versus your gear. So you guys should have just seen my gear video, so I'm gonna jump in, not gonna show the stats or anything, but this is what it looks like when you guys try to do floors like this one. So you realize that I am a bit tanky, but I still take damage, especially from this freak, even on my main. This guy is so strong, you must kill him first. Yes, Nidhogg is strong, but boy, I'm not gonna lie, this guy. Then this one does his little antics where he can confuse you and stuff, and I just hate that. I wish I had put on my thingy, my small bestial potion, so I could actually have my DC, but we survived. And this is one of the waves I was talking about avoiding, guys, especially if you're earlier game and it's an earlier floor, because this is going to give me like 6 or 7 tower shards. Granted, this is only a 13 floor tower, so I think that's why it gives so little, but the time it takes to even do this, to get like 6 or 7 shards, like I would rather not even risk dying here, because if this thing gives you a sigil and the Mammon's acolyte thing hits you, it might very well be over, especially if you don't have proper gear to defend against it. So that is why 9 shards, that just took me like a whole minute to do. So that is one of the floors I recommend, or one of the battles I recommend earlier game people just avoid, because there's no real good reason to do it on earlier floors. Once you start getting into the dungeon and you start getting good shard drops from the bosses, that means I think you're gonna get like a 5th of them from the normal floor mobs, and then at that point you can consider doing it if it is an easy one for you to do. This is a very easy floor. This is very easy. This is one you must always do, even if you aren't going to take this path. You just do this one because this is what I call free shards. It's very easy. These things have no chance of killing you as long as you're a bit tanky, and it's like, as I said, free shards. Another risky one that people underestimate is the one with the ankles. So this is another very easy one, but it takes a while. So I would say always do this one. If you are on higher floors, I try to just clear the tower when I'm on such a low floor tower. This is another very easy fight. So these fights with these noobs, you can always just clear them, and you must always ward in the first place, guys. So don't underestimate them, but you don't have to worry about them. And I use golems just in case my DC decides to drop. I still have some type of tankiness to rely on, because it gives you 50% and then DC gives you 100%. So you guys can do the math. It is, and then at that point you can do the math and know just how much tankiness you even need in the dungeon, in the tower. So I'm actually going to pause it after this fight and go look for the tougher fights, and if I can't find them, I'm just going to talk about it, because I know the tougher fights. So there's one with the Nidhogg, where the Nidhogg is, this is a very easy fight, you just do this one. However, guys, you should, alright, I'm just gonna ward. You should probably ward against this thing. because it has tea all up and you just never know. Another very easy floor. I'm going to talk about the hard floors because these are all easy floors and it makes no sense to go through all the easy floors as most of them are easy. As I keep saying, you notice I call that an easy floor, but I still warded. Yeah, you must ward. You must ward your first turn. Another easy one here. I'm not going to do this one though because I don't want four thingies. This is another easy one, but I'm gonna avoid that one just because of the puzzle. If I must come back, I will. That's a person. This is another easy one. So, okay, I thought that was the deity. So the deity, if you don't have an anti-ultima amity, it might be a dangerous one because first, there are just so many of them in there that you might get confused and you might try to focus wrong. And then the deity itself is going to be warding up a ton, so you won't be able to kill it easily or quickly. So that might worry some people, and then it can just randomly ultima to you, which is not ideal. But if you have an anti-ultima amity, then you are definitely in the green for that because you won't die. This is another easy floor, but I hate them because they are so dexterous. It's just so hard to kill them. So I just don't mess with them at all. This floor, avoid it at all costs. So I'm happy I see it. This floor makes no sense, guys. So it is him plus his brother with a pet. And they will do Lion's Mark and Lion's Execution back to back. So floors like this that have one-shot mechanics, it's in my opinion that they're safer just avoided. For sure. I'm going to go back to the Heretic floor. That one is another easy one. But anything with one-shot mechanics or that might take up too much time or might give you on the earlier floors low shards, I just like to push through the earlier floors sometimes to not waste as much time because like towers are very time consuming, so time consuming. So I'm trying to not be in here forever while also smashing the guardians themselves. So this is another easy one. Granted, this isn't that easy because you must have some resistance, but this one is easy in the sense that it's not going to one-shot you. So if you can hold your own as a tank, you will be able to survive. But as I said, this is by no means easy. They can sigil you and they can also attack, and she can smack you. So I just take them out quickly and it's usually fine. I guess without DC up, you'll see how much damage I do. Luckily, I was immune to that because I just don't want to see anyone critting on me. Thank you very much. I just don't see the merit in it. I don't see the point in critting on me while I'm videoing. Heretic. Trying to crit again, I see. But yes, this one is one of the easier floors. So one of the floors we haven't seen yet, as I said, the ankle floor. And why I call that one a dangerous floor is because it too has a one-shot mechanic. And that is with its doom. It gives you like 5 turns to complete it in or you die. And obviously that is not ideal if you can't kill everything in 5 turns. No, it doesn't always do that. So I'm not saying it's the worst floor in the world. It's just that it can do it. And because of that, you just want to avoid it. So this is the reason why I have in. And you must ensure that you also have your dowsing rod. And these are a must-do floor. This is a must-do because this guy drops a key and you can get it from him. So this is a must-do floor. This is a very harmless floor in my opinion. They do a bit of damage, don't get me wrong, but you shouldn't be having any problems with these guys because they buff a lot too. As well as you are a bit tanky yourself. So, but this is a must-do floor just to get the key. Unless you farm keys with my key farming video, then technically you already know how to farm keys. But I always like the additional keys, and they're giving me tower shards to get keys too. Like, you're giving me a free key and tower shards. Yes. Yes, I accept. You know? So ideally I should get a key, and I did. Thank you very much. And we go. So there are some mobs that are nidhogs, and they are, here it is. Oh my god, guys, don't ever do this floor. Don't you ever do this fucking floor if you're not strong enough to do it. These motherfuckers is hitting through my fucking DC. They are still hitting through my defense and my DC. Scary. And then they blight you too. So they're wasting your time and damaging you, and you're just here not being able to attack. This floor makes 0 sense. It does not give you any special reward, any extra reward. It gives nothing, no type of bonus. It's just here to slow you down. So if you have, and they even reduce my magic. Ridiculous. So if you have other choices, the only reason you should be doing a floor like this is if it is the only path. And then I'm going to go ahead and say, put on your most tanky gear. Forget about ward. Yes, you might need a bit of ward. So as I said in my gear video, make sure you have like 40 to 50k ward. But you must focus on both resistance and defense, because these are hybrid monsters. So they're hitting based on the stats of both. I'm just happy that my DC is like constantly up, because I'm telling you, I don't want to see the damage. And you realize it's taking me like 9 years to just kill the 3 of them. I would have probably had better luck killing the first 2 and then focusing on them, but these guys do no damage, so I'm obviously not going to do that. I don't know why I just did that there, but okay, so immune, and you just see it 1 takes up so much time, 2 it just gives you the standard amount, and 3 you can actually die during it, and you just don't want to die during a guardian. You don't want to die at all. You don't want to die at all. These are the ones with the high foresight, and why I think having ward to come in is necessary, and also why I mentioned some foresight gear in my last video. Yeah, the birds outside my window were going off just now, so I don't know if you guys could hear them actually, but yes, we continue. Another very easy floor, very easy, very easy. I'm actually going to do all the hard floors I see too, except Arisen Meliodas. Come on, guys, y'all, please don't let me have to get one shot in a video to prove that that thing will one shot us. Just believe me. Unless it is the only path or you're confident in your ability, this is another baby floor. You just want to avoid it. And as I said, this is a baby floor, and I still ward, because you can never be too safe in here, and you lose half of your shards if you die. Now, this early in, or even these low floor ones, it's okay, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot this freak does doom. But his doom isn't that bad, because he doesn't have the support to make it hard. The other guys, they can what's it called, blight you. Like, I just find because they can also do it and they can blight you. Baylor Guardian or whatever his name was, he doesn't really do it that often because I didn't even remember he could do it. But I know he could because he's a Baylor thing. But he's alright. Another easy floor. This floor literally does nothing but wastes your time by existing and being one-shottable by my baby account. So just here to waste my damn time. I wonder if you guys want like tips for the midway guardian or the tower boss too, because as you guys can see, I smacked the shit out of them as my baby. Maybe I only actually uploaded one video, but I'm telling you, every single one of them are like my little children. I smacked the shit out of them as my baby account. So if you guys want tips on that too, you can let me know. But I realized that a lot of persons have been asking me, and I thought persons were getting tips from the main Discord and other people. But I realized that people are like, they're asking me a lot. Like, that's why I'm even making this other video right after the other one, because I made one yesterday and they were like, well, how comes you only made one? We want to know more. I was just like, oh, that's sweet. So this one is a berserk monster and I'm going to ward. So this one, I would say you can avoid it if you're not confident in killing it quickly. But this one isn't that bad. But as you can see, she's very strong. And she's berserk, so you know it is something that if she gets lucky, say you misclick your ward, you're not on Catapack spec, you misclick your ward, she can one-shot you. I promise you that. But she's just so easy to kill that I would say try to kill her. But I would say if you're earlier game, like don't try. Don't try. Because she will one-shot you without remorse. This is another easy floor, but these guys have foresight, why Catapack spec is necessary. And as I said, you can just put on something like golems. So you don't actually have to ward every single turn. You just need to be able to be sure that you won't be taking damage. So that is the point of warding. But if you can put on something like golems and you take 0 damage, then that is fine too. But then I would say you should still be Catapack spec because you want to take the residual 50% absorption damage off it. But overall, I say just ward first turn, honestly. You're not losing anything. Nobody's seeing you ward. Nobody can call you a noob. And look, I'm warding too. So if you guys are noobs for warding, so am I. Ward. We are not dying in towers, guys. We're not dying in towers, guys. People who watch my videos are the ones who are better at the game than everyone else, if you guys haven't noticed. Here is the one I was talking about. Dangerous, 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 dangerous. I try to one-shot one of them first sometimes because I'm confident in my ability to tank. And as you can see, that freak just did 7,000 damage. So I'm not that confident anymore. Thank you very much for that. And the miasmas, that's what I was talking about. So imagine one of them used Doom first turn, right? This one miasma'd me. So that would have been 2 turns, 3 turns left. I'm going to try. Fine. I actually got the chance to do that. 2 turns left now on the Doom. I'm going to try it again. 1 turn would have been left. Thankfully, I killed it. But that is just how easy, even when you're killing them as quickly as possible. And keep in mind that I didn't ward first turn. So I didn't use that turn. I used that turn very wisely and killed one of them. So imagine if there was another one for me to kill with the 1 turn remaining. So it's stuff like that. Plus, as I said, oh my god, nope. Alright, give me a sec, guys. I can actually figure it out, but not gonna lie, like just the memory game of it. I like this one, don't get me wrong. Alright. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Okay, all right. Okay. Sometimes when I'm too sober, it's like I'm just so bored of doing stuff like that. But I actually love that puzzle. I love how simple it is. It's pretty much just a memory game. So yeah. I'm trying to look through just to make sure that I'm not leaving anything out. But I think I've gone through all the monsters that I can remember. There's the bear too. The berserk bear. You best ward. You best get your little ass some ward. I'm telling you, he will smack the shit out of you. Arcane trolls, you better ward. But they are also pretty easily killed if you have the right stats. But arcane trolls are another set of stuff that they hit massively. They can pretty much take you out in one turn, like, because it's usually four of them. Why do I know so much about the monsters? I haven't even done that many, have I? I haven't done like 10. I haven't done 10 between my two accounts. I'm sure of it. I have not, because I actually still can't afford shit. I have nothing. I have nothing. I see people using the weapons and stuff, guys. I'm just like, damn. I have nothing except the knowledge to do it. But I haven't been doing them that often because. So the 23-hour cooldown gets me in this complacent stage. I'll start it and then I'll be like, all right, I got 23 hours. And then I waste time. And then all of a sudden, it's 1 hour remaining and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I don't want to do this right now. So it's like that. But your boy's gonna try. And I actually have two towers close by. It says three, but one of them is really far around. So I'm gonna show. I was hoping my baby wouldn't DC me to show you me tanking it with only golems. So to prove the point of needing X amount of defense, X amount of resistance, as seen in my video on gear for the same series, Tower Tips. I think I've gone through all the floors, and if I haven't, just use what you've learned here to apply, like, on what would be a dangerous floor. So remember I said one-shot mechanics, hard. Those are hard floors. Things that can penetrate your defense even if you think your defense is high. Difficult floors, those are very difficult floors. Things that can stall you as well as that have one-shot mechanics, those are difficult too. So those are like the anchor floors. So just focus on berserk stuff are a bit tough because they can one-shot you if you make a misclick. So you must be warding. Anyway, I'm not going to drag this video on much longer. I hope this was beneficial. I hope this was educational. I hope you guys enjoyed something about this video. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like. You can leave a comment on your experience so far in the tower or what you would change about the tower. As is, I really love it. I really love this content. I wouldn't change anything about it. I'm going to be doing a Realm Shifter walkthrough one of these days, like maybe tomorrow, because people have been asking me, and I actually played a little bit as Realm in one of them, and it was actually very fun and easy. So I'm going to do a little walkthrough in case people want some tips there, specifically aimed at Realm Shifters. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, as I said, rate, comment, and subscribe for more. A special shout out to my patrons as usual: Deluxe, Urban and Bear, Night Sky, Daishi, Eren, Makana, and Technique. Thank you guys too a lot, and yeah, take care of yourself, everybody. I hope you guys have a great day.